Yeah, and for me, it's a lot about comfort, and I feel like skill ratio have like always played Horde. In fact, I've actually never seen them play Alliance like ever. I don't know if that's the case. I'm sure they always have Alliance tunes they log on now and then to balance the pugs, but like as a team, I've never seen them play in Alliance. And like you mentioned, like I really don't feel like there's a big advantage of playing Horde. So, and comfort is a really big thing. So yeah, let's see how they pull through here.
Yeah,
and that's such a big part of bests of series as well, is the mindset. And like you said, being comfortable on Horde, it can just make you play better. It can make you, handle those nerves a little bit better, or, you just feel comfortable. You can hit that jump if you need it, or you know exactly how many steps to the left you need to be able to cut the rogue off perfectly from this angle. So it does play a big part into the way that these games are going to break down. Speaking of which, breaking down, Gankerixer already looking for his first target, running on top of Moran right now. Both these guys getting cheeky with each other. Looks like Moran's going to open him mid. They open onto the Warrior, actually. And oh my god, he doesn't die. That's crazy. Bigmoran's still in the fight then.
Yeah, I think that was a really good play in terms of just capitalizing on the fact that Bigmoran did open. I think they kind of reacted to it really well. The fight is kind of pushing onto this side of skill ratio. It seems like they're getting pushed a little bit to their side. Big Body going in really deep. Bigmoran taking a lot of damage right now as well. So is a good amount of the skill ratio team. So this might be Waka's chance to really push in again.
Ooh, I didn't like here. I said Grizzle, he went back with so he was going to prevent Pump from getting the flag here, and I like that, but I did that. It's great. Defending is the fucking key of this meta right now, but Bigmoran is still in middle, so he's going to, he's alone killing Pump here. I see Bigmoran to hit a Pump here, comes out, and he actually goes down. Wow, I'm surprised. I didn't feel like that was a mistake from Waka Flocka there, because Grizzle was alone, and I don't feel like he should have ever been in trouble. And Bigmoran was out of stealth early, so Pump should be aware that it's just Grizzle contesting him in the fight room. But yeah, misplay there.
Seems to be poor miscommunication between the midfield and the objective team from Waka Flocka here. Interesting. They actually found a Saps too, which is unheard of. Grundle actually putting himself in a position to be ambushed as well. Let's see if it is hit. Bigmoran decides to actually go help break that defense, which is so hard to deal with from Waka Flocka. Yep, Darkchewie looking for that pick. He did get up the tunnel before Gankerixer did set up there, so good adaptation by him. He just ran straight up the tunnel, knew that the rogue would be kind of lacking behind, looking for the mid opener. And Darkchewie should be completely safe here.
Yeah, I think Darkchewie did a really good job of waiting until his team was able to break to him. He was sitting on top of that roof for the longest time. I think that was a really good call by skill ratio to just say, hey, you know what, let's wait this out. Let's be patient until we get a chance to do something. We just killed Pump. We don't need to make any sort of sudden movement right now. Let's get you out safe and sound. That's exactly what he's doing right now, being escorted by his Hunter and his Rogue, meeting his Shaman. Only one Hunter contesting him. He's going to be totally fine here. Both Hunters on the enemy team actually down right now, so Waka Flocka suffering a couple losses in their mid-fight as well as their defense. Darkchewie making it across to his team without any sort of extra issues. Let's check in on Puempeekstoh, though. Let's see how well he's doing.
Yep, so Puempeekstoh is crossing the map, is going to run into Gankerixer, who tops him off with a cheeky first aid. He'll be okay. Myyce is sapped here, which means Bigmoran is around. Agntgrizzle right on his butt, too. He does displace into his team. Grundle going to put a root down onto the bear. Bakemaster, Superstyllin able to cut off the rest of their team. But look, Waka Flocka just wiping. That means Puempeekstoh is going to go all the way across up tunnel and across to his GY. If Grizzle is able to cut him at the right time, if he's able to come up ramp right now and meet him before he's able to get there, that could be huge, but looks like he will not. He does break a little bit late. He'll get there in time to push him. Oh, actually, he might get there in time. No, he's going for the rage shot first. So anyways, Puempeekstoh will make it to his GY. He should be safe for now. 0 caps for either side yet. It is 0-0 still. 10 minutes and a half left in the game here.
Yeah, and 2 stacks coming in right now, so no time really, I think, to really make a push at the moment. I'm noticing that Moran is kind of opening in mid as well, so I think what they're trying to do right now is that while these stacks line up, they're trying to get as much pressure as they can in mid to kind of contain this team of Waka Flocka Seagulls, who is known for their mid presence. And we're seeing definite evidence of that. Superstyllin, the BM, the front line of Waka Flocka going down while the entire team's skill ratio remains up. A Bigmoran trying to get a restealth again. Looks like he's going to try to go for another mid opener. So look to see more of this containment strategy.
Indeed, when I said the graveyard, like if you have no pressure on their EFC, the opposing team, which is Waka here, are basically just going to wipe you, and that's what you see here. Like your dead goes down, so it goes down, and now the warrior. So Darkchewie is forced to go up tunnel here.
Stacked in midfield. Change of his healers, but it's just a good strategy to kind of keep his team separated. Keep Bigmoran's team separated from that of Waka Flocka. They didn't like the position Puempeekstoh was in. They wanted to get out of there, and they do a good job by backing up, threatening going for the gauntlet. So this is a very interesting turn in the way that this game is going to go. Skill ratio is so split right now. Half them going up tunnel. They wanted to get back in their own GY. And a good job by them. At least they're back together now. This is a very weird play from skill ratio. We'll have to see the way that Waka Flocka does decide to address this one. They, have an advantage sort of in a scrappier fight with the double hunter, but it's only one class. It's only the Warlock. It's not like they have Warlock and, or double Warlock or anything like that. So Waka Flocka, this is up to Mutando on that Shaman, their shot caller, to decide where they want to go. Blueprint, what would you do in this situation?
I don't know, but I feel like Waka are vulnerable. Let's say you have one team who are somewhat safe with their FC, and then you have another team who's completely open. Their FC has their FC is completely open in the middle. And we talked about this in a game where I think it was Harvest against SR when they played before the Twink tournament. And we talked about where you rather be. Would you rather be safe behind your team in a spot where no one knows stealthies are going to get past? He's not necessarily as safe as he is on the roof, but he's more safe and he's middle. And now, and have in mind, you're on one line side of the map, so SR are closer to the cap than Waka are, so they're playing on their grounds in some way. So I definitely feel like the advantage is to SR here. Because even if they get the return on Darkchewie, they're still going to be miles away from capping this flag, and they're not even up a cap right now. So yeah.
Yeah, if Yøuredead knew a GY jump, she would have been able to get back with her team, but she was completely split, which means the rest of skill ratio is going to drop down as Waka Flocka pulls that GSC and commits the 10-man around the ramp over to the GY. So they've traded spots once again. Skill ratio doing that 10-man kite, and actually they're in a very advantageous position now because they can go up tunnel and they can move towards roof, which they're doing. Gankerixer, I was hoping he would have been down there and gotten the saps. That would have been amazing. He gets one to Oi, which is not great, but it's not bad. I mean, if they can pick off Oi, sure, that's okay. But he should be okay.
But the scare factor that he sapped Oi made the whole team nervous, and I'm sure that was the only factor that made SR commit to not go up tunnel. I feel like they would have committed up tunnel and they want to run roof in turtle mode. Instead here, they choose to go up ramp because they feel more safe.
Here we go. This is the first time I've ever seen a 10v10 high noon stare down on top of ramp. 6 minutes and 30 seconds left to go. Grizzle playing so smartly, pushing on the other side of the ramp. Grundle's here. He's looking for an engage. This is going to be so intense. Both FCs are now in a very, very vulnerable position. Gankerixer's got Zerker, which is huge. He's in a great spot. Look at the way that these healers, I hope our camera can just kind of see the way that these guys are all positioned around the roof, or sorry, not the roof, the fence here. It's so important. Looks like Waka Flocka is moving into the flag room here, trying to get better ground for themselves. They definitely didn't have the advantageous positioning there. Skill ratio definitely was in a better spot, but now the skill ratio is all split. They have a lot of time to come all the way around the ramp and then go all the way into flag room. And I do believe Puempeekstoh and all of Waka Flocka are going to head up to their roof. So very interesting transition coming out. Unfortunately, neither rogue is really in an amazing position. Gankerixer's in the back of skill ratio, but he's not going to be able to one-shot. Bigmoran is like pretty much right on top of Oi in that flag room area. It's pretty much just Gankerixer right now. Srgntpizza's in Boomkin Farm. Grundle is in stealth, so Grundle's actually with Gankerixer, which is so huge. They're the ones that have sort of played the way that this is going to go, but if you look at skill ratio, they've broken the turtle already. They're moving up. Myyce trying to do what he can, not DC this time, just slowing people as best he can. Grizzle dealing with the 2 stealths. He was with his flag carrier. So good. Grizzle's going to live for now. Moving over towards Darkchewie, who's following his team up towards that roof. On roof, there's still a decent hold from Waka Flocka here. Agntgrizzle and Bigmoran in the flag room, still taking care of those stealthies. Looks like we're going to have to see Puempeekstoh commit very soon, I would think. Waka Flocka needs to get out of here. They can't hold this forever, and they're going to be very, very, like, Darkchewie is such easier time capping the flag here as opposed to Puempeekstoh. Bakemaster being taken really low. Oi getting into that gauntlet, getting right through it almost. Superstyllin being forced back as well. They're slowly pushing through here. Puempeekstoh, what are you going to do? This is flashbacks. This is nightmares for me. I've seen this position before. Obviously, I jumped a little bit quicker, but Menizi using his goblin jump. Mutando falling. That means somebody's going to have to jump down. Puempeekstoh, are you committing? They do, and he goes down. Darkchewie's going to look for the cap here. Is anybody going to pick the flag? Superstyllin looks for it, but he's got no health. He's going to go down. Srgntpizza's on top. Everybody's on top. Darkchewie, will you get the cap? He jumps. Does he have his displacer? He's going to be able to get the cap. Actually picked up by Mutando, but instantly returned by Bigmoran. Darkchewie and the rest of skill ratio, after that incredible elongated fight, are able to come out on top of the Rotatos. Whew.
Yeah, I think, this team just did a good job, skill ratio specifically just did a good job of trying to make that stalemate go as long as possible so that they could cap late game, at a time where Waka Flocka really didn't have much time to kind of come back. So we're sitting 3 minutes and 30 seconds right now. They do definitely have enough time to get one cap, for sure, if they play really well. But, this is really going to force them to make some tougher decisions and kind of make them, with much less time, right? So obviously I think we might see a little bit of some panic plays, right? The player psyche again coming into question when it comes to times like these. So I think in these last 3 minutes is really when something serious is going to happen.
Okay, let's get back on the game. We will go over the complete breakdown of that entire play here. But Darkchewie's in mid now, fighting with the team. He got caught out, wasn't able to get by. Waka Flocka, they are in the position to make something happen. Puempeekstoh is picking up the flag right now. Grizzle is dead. Bigmoran is dead. Puempeekstoh's in the position to get that quick cap. Maybe they've learned something from Ping here. They've also got a little bit of control in the midfield. They're going to be able to reach their FC. I would assume so. Grizzle's trying to cut off Puempeekstoh. He does find him in tunnel. Bigmoran, we saw this once already this game. Is there going to be a connection? Bigmoran probably going to go just try and help his FC. He was on a different res timer. Take a look at the FC of skill ratio here. Darkchewie just moving up the tunnel right now. I really think he should get there quickly. Obviously, it's really scary because if you look at Myyce, he's already on D, as is Bakemaster and Gankerixer. So skill ratio really needs to get people there. Srgntpizza is out of stealth. He's coming with Darkchewie. Doesn't mind if he gets zapped because he knows his FC will be okay. Puempeekstoh looking for the cap. Look at all the pressure and containment that Waka Flocka has. Sorry, the control around that tunnel right now. They are holding it, but they're not going to be able to send him up yet, which means Darkchewie and Pizza have some time, but Darkchewie gets caught out and is going down, actually. Srgntpizza's the one that's picked the flag, so really, really great distraction play by him. Srgntpizza pops his AGM just to make sure he doesn't get one-shot by a rogue or anything like that. Rather, the rogue is down, so just knowing that he needed the health. Is he going to be met by anyone? If nobody meets Srgntpizza, that's a big problem. Sliqmonlee, the sub coming in here, looks like he got sheared by the Shaman. Pizza's still running, still taking that heal from Sliqmonlee, the sub. He's replacing Curly. Is it the right choice? Pizza, now is when you find out your answer. Zeirenn is there. 1 minute, 20 seconds. What can these guys do? Puempeekstoh in the flag room.
Wow, and as we're talking about this, team to skill ratio taking so many deaths in mid right now. With 1 minute left, Bakemaster getting onto him, but the team of Gankerixer is opening onto the Hunter, so they're going to do some peels here, but obviously Srgntpizza taking so much damage despite Zeirenn being there to heal him. I think they're going to be able to peel.
Yeah, they have the Brewmaster, they have the slows, that's so crucial. Actually, no, sorry, that's the Brewmaster of the other team, which is insane. Pizza. Darkchewie, the best FC in the bracket. Darkchewie is not even the best FC on skill ratio. Holy, Srgntpizza absolutely carrying his team right here. Can he get to his team? He's doing so much. This is the pizza show.
It's over. It's over. Holy fucking god. This is where Pizza taking initiative and like showing him why team. Okay, salute John right there, because that was some really good juking and some kiting, and they straight up would not have won this game without him taking the flag. I'm going to address something right now because the game is over and John completely carried this game, so straight up thumbs up. Not an SR fanboy, but that was crazy good. The reason Darkchewie was in a sketchy position was